and I'll be your narrator for this afternoon's event. Today you will witness Colonel J. A. Johnson assume command of the 71st Flying Training Wing. The presiding officer for today's event is the Commander, 19th Air Force, Major General Craig D. Wills. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our pleasure to recognize some of the distinguished guests visiting with us today as we celebrate this memorable occasion. Please hold your applause until all parties have been recognized. We extend a special welcome to Colonel Johnson's wife, Kristen, and their children, Sydney, Carter, and Logan, who are joining us virtually from New York, as well as their godson, Drew. His stepfather and mother, Mr. Albert and Constance Lindstedt. His father, Mr. Phil Johnson, joining us virtually from Nevada. His father and mother-in-law, Mr. Wester and Donna Wilson. His uncle and aunt, Mr. Jim and Veronica Witter, joining us virtually from Florida. His sister Heather, brother-in-law Jeremy, and niece Abby, joining us virtually from California. Among our audience, we welcome several distinguished visitors. The Mayor of the City of Enid, the Honorable George Pinkinen and his wife Melody, the Command Chief, 19th Air Force, Chief Master Sergeant Christina Rogers, the spouse of the Command Chief, 71st Flying Training Wing, Mr. Waylon Earls. From the 71st Operations Group, Commander Colonel Eric Therese, his wife Patty, and Superintendent Chief Master Sergeant Tim Garcia. From the 71st Mission Support Group, the spouse of the Commander, Mrs. Denise Smith, and Superintendent Chief Master Sergeant Felicia Whitlow. From the 71st Medical Group, Commander Colonel Lydia Ilkis, and Superintendent Chief Master Sergeant Stephen Klinger. From the 71st Wing Staff Agency, Director of Staff, Major Ray Heron, and Superintendent, Master Sergeant Robert Jones. From the 80th Flying Training Wing, Commander, Colonel Robert Hass, and Command Chief, Chief Master Sergeant Matthew Mueller. Additionally, we would like to welcome all family and friends of Colonel Johnson, as well as our state officials and representatives, our partners in the sky, honorary commanders, and members of the Enid community and team fans for attending today's ceremony. Today's Commander of Troops is Colonel Anthony Smith, Commander, 71st Mission Support Group, and the Wing Flag Bearer is Chief Master Sergeant Christy Earls, Command Chief, 71st Flying Training Wing. Today's formation represents the over 2,500 outstanding airmen of the Wing, including active duty, reservists, civilians, and contract partners. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the arrival of the official party and remain standing for the playing of ruffles and flourishes, the singing of the national anthem, and the invocation. Chaplain Sellers please come forward and offer the invocation?
Let us pause for the invocation. Lord, you have surrounded us from the past to the future. You put your hand on us and blessed us with a known leader who could take command and bring direction, guidance, and servanthood to the 71st Trinity. His leadership has brought accomplishment and honor, but the greatest attribute has been his ability to rally airmen and their families to care for one another and accomplish the mission. It is this care that has still and stabilized the men and women of the 71st Line Training Wing and challenged us to press forward to a higher call. We pray your blessing upon Colonel J. Johnson as he assumes command of the 71st Line Training Wing. Bless him, Kristen, Sydney, Logan, Carter, and Drew as they assume this responsibility together. May their leadership bring continued success, honor, and clear guidance and direction and connection between the airmen and families who serve under their command. And may you bless Team Vance with wisdom to accomplish every mission put before them. And may the result be continued success and peace in every space of this installation of this United States of America. In your wonderful name I pray. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Airman Ramsey, thank you for the outstanding performance of the national anthem, and thank you, Chaplain Sellers, for your inspirational words. Ladies and gentlemen, I present Major General Craig D. Wells.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Chaplain Sellers, for blessing this event. As usual, after an awesome prayer from Chaplain Sellers, I think all that needed to be said has been said. We've got a great leader, we've got a great wing, we have a great mission. Thanks again, Chaplain. Airman Ramsey, wherever you went, thanks for sharing your talents with us. As a man who's been described as lacking talent in the singing department, I can tell you that I always appreciate those who have that gift. It's always a pleasure to hear our national anthem and be surrounded by men and women and citizens who love our country, who are willing to serve, fight, train, and do hard things so that our citizens can live in peace. It's a great honor to be here in America, one of the great towns of our Air Force, one of the great places in the whole world, for a memorable day in the life of the 71st Line Training Wing and the Johnson family. To our distinguished visitors who have joined us in person via Facebook and Zoom this afternoon, to those who can be here today, welcome. Mayor Pankinen, great to have you out here. Thank you so much. And Melody, thanks for all that you do for this city and for this base. The great citizens of Enid, Oklahoma are famous for their hospitality and for their love of the airmen of Vance. Great citizens like Mike Cooper, I think, is joining us from home due to some unforeseen circumstances. Mike, get well soon. Jimmy Stallings is here, Shortfinger's here, our own fighter ace, Colonel Chuck DeBellevue is in the audience. Awesome to see you, sir. Load Hacker is with us, Jamie Shepard, and many more. This base is successful because of our relationships and because of the support that we get from our great citizens. And we thank you. We're proud to be your neighbors. Special welcome to the Johnson family this morning, to Kristen, Sydney, Carter, and Logan. Thank you for your incredible support as the first family of the 71st Flying Training Wing. And to the Lost Simmons boy, Drew, good to see you as well. Looks like nobody called and said you forgot something. We're fortunate to have Jay's mom, Constance, and his stepfather, Al. A big howdy to Jay's dad, Mr. Phil Johnson, who's joined us via Zoom from Nevada. To Buster and Donna, Kristen's folks, thanks for being here as well. We've got Uncle Jim and Aunt Veronica dialing in from the Sunshine State, and I think Heather and Jeremy and Denise are watching from California. All of you, I know, are very, very proud of this young family, and we know that those of you who are watching via Zoom wish you could be here in person. To the men and women of the Fighting 71st Flying Training Wing, good afternoon. Today we gather for an important ceremony to carry out one of the great traditions in our military, the passing of the guidon, the change of command. We gather after a long year's battle with COVID. The end is in sight. We're not quite there yet, but this disease has threatened our nation unsuccessfully. It's challenged our way of life, and it's attempted to shape our future. There's no silver lining to what's happened, but like all crises, it's revealed a little bit more of who we are as a people, who we are as a nation, a community, an Air Force, and a team. Jay, I'm really proud of the work that you and the Wing have done over the last year. You found smart ways to organize your operations. Maintainers have kept the jets flying, have steadily increased tempo. Across this command, led by Team Vance, we flew 200,000 hours in our white jets alone between March and August. That's 40,000 more hours than the next closest major command combined. What an amazing tribute to the men and women of Vance, with our amazing medics, our amazing support group, our amazing community. Most importantly, you've made it happen safely. The approach has been effective. Collectively, you've done a great job of protecting our airmen, our families, and our mission. So for each and every one of you in the audience, make no mistake, your efforts have made a difference. You led the way for our citizens. You demonstrated courage. It's been awesome. And we gather today for the solemn and joyous purpose of formally installing Colonel Johnson as the 71st Flying Training Wing Commander. Over the past 2 years, Jay and the team have led the way for our Air Force, pushing the envelope in innovation, virtual reality, finding smart ways to train. We've empowered our commanders and our instructors, our airmen. We've taken ideas and turned them into concepts, and you've turned concepts into plans, and you've turned plans into reality. It's no secret that our Air Force has a pilot shortage. It's no secret the challenges that we face in an era of finite resources, and right here at the 71st Flying Training Wing, we're finding a way to move forward. We're building the backbone of our next generation of military. Under the careful supervision of this great leader, Jay Johnson, we've laid the foundation for introducing this concept at scale. Last May, when the pandemic was raging across the nation, the Air Force Chief of Staff asked us for solutions. And it was Team Vance that stood up and said, we'll go early. We'll convert, we'll find a way for this new pilot training system, we'll prove it out for the others. And in the process, you've taught us trade space, you've taught us time, and you've taught us lessons, and you've made it possible for us to keep moving forward. And that's because of great leaders like Colonel Johnson and all of Team Vance. Jay's dedication to the airmen and families of the Vance team has been remarkable. He's been relentless in advocating for you and your families. There's no issue too big or small when it comes to taking care of the team of Vance. I thank you for your efforts so far, Jay. Through it all, he's had been supporting his incredible family. To the phenomenal Kristen Johnson, thank you for all that you've done for the families and the airmen of Vance. To Cindy and Carter and Logan and Drew, thank you for sharing these last few years, sharing your family with ours. We're signing up for 2 more on top of it. You're no strangers to late nights and missed dinners and a phone that never seems to stop ringing. You've been wonderful ambassadors for our Air Force. And you've done a great job being the Vice Commander's kids, and now you have the opportunity to be the Wing Commander's kids. How many kids can say that? That's pretty awesome. We appreciate all you've done, but more importantly, all that you'll continue to do. Jay, congratulations on assuming command. While the mission and the people of Vance are not new to you, you have a new chance to lead our airmen, a new chance to shape our future, a new opportunity to inspire, lead, and uplift these phenomenal people. You have my full confidence and support. I know you will continue the powerful legacy established by your predecessors, and I know that this magnificent team, full of these great airmen, these great families, and these great community partners, will support you and they will have your back as you take them to the next level. Congratulations, my friend, and best of luck. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the 71st Flying Training Wing Assumption of Command. Attention to orders. dated 26 February 2021. Under the provisions of Air Force Instruction 51-604 and effective 26 February 2021, Colonel J. A. Johnson assumes command of the 71st Flying Training Wing, Vance Air Force Base, Oklahoma. The 71st Flying Training Wing would like to render Colonel Johnson his first salute. Ladies and gentlemen, the commander, 71st Flying Training Wing, Colonel J. Johnson.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends. I'm honored to stand here before you today. And as the former mayor of Enid, Bill Schuette, would say, it's a great day to be in America. Now, a lot of hard work has gone into making this day possible, but I'll be honest, the hardest part was finding a pair of pants that fit, because COVID calories are a real thing. Kristen can attest to that. It wasn't easy finding these pants, baby. So I know ceremonies like this, like I said, are difficult to plan to execute, so please join me very quickly. And a round of applause for two folks here, Lieutenant Colonel David Payton and Miss Ashley Hendricks, and all that had a hand in putting this event together. General Wills, as you know, Vance Air Force Base in America is a special place. And I appreciate your trust and this tremendous vote of confidence by you and General Webb to allow Kristen and I to be here. Kristen and I know that we are in the right place at the right time. We also know the workload that you and Chief Rogers carry every day as you command 19th Air Force. It doesn't go unnoticed, and we appreciate it. So there are so many people that I want to thank this day, but as you know, time won't allow me to get to everybody, but please allow me just a few minutes to mention a few folks that I want to thank personally before I talk to Team Vance directly. So, boss, because I've forgotten one time in my career, maybe during a change of command speech, I forgot my wife. We're going to go ahead and start with her to make sure that I don't forget. To my beautiful wife, Kristen, thank you for gracefully balancing so many roles. Whether it's wife, mom, Air Force officer, and everything in between, you make it all look really easy, and I know that it's not. I love you. Thank you to our amazing children, Cindy, Logan, joining us virtually from New York. Should be studying, buddy. Our exclamation point, Carter. We know that this life isn't easy, but you guys continue to roll the punches, and I couldn't be more proud of you. To my godson, Drew, you're the definition of resiliency, bud. You've become the adopted son of Enid America, and I couldn't be more proud of you. I'm lucky to have my mom and my stepfather here with me today. I'm proud to share this day with you, and I thank you for providing me with the foundation that allowed me to be standing here today. A shout out to my father who couldn't be here today, unfortunately. Dad, thank you for your love and support. I love you. To my sister Heather, joining us virtually from California, thank you for providing me with an amazing example to follow. We look forward to seeing you and Jeremy and Abby here in June. The in-laws, Donna and Buster, you guys are the glue that holds this circus together. We couldn't do without you, and we thank you for everything that you do for us. My Aunt Ronnie and Uncle Jim, Uncle Jim's an Air Force vet. They're watching from Florida. Thank you for the note that you sent me last night, and thank you for introducing me to the Air Force. I still remember those hot summer days at Castle Air Force Base. To my friends, Colonel Jack and Lord Hass, I'm proud of you for getting outside the presets, bud, and making it all the way here. I know you brought 3 airplanes to make 2. I appreciate that. Thank you for your friendship, and thank you to you and Lori for reminding us to always have fun. A special thank you to Rob and Major Retired Marion Collins, our lifelong friends there sitting in the second row. Thank you for traveling here today.
Thank you guys for showing Chris and I what right looks like, both personally and professionally. You continue to be a guiding light for both of us. We love you. Chief Rob Johnson, Mr. Rob Johnson, sitting back there. Will always be Chief J to me. You're amazing. You continue to inspire me and so many others, and I value your friendship more than you know. And happy early birthday, my friend. You celebrate his birthday tomorrow. Miss Rhonda, I didn't see Miss Rhonda. I don't know if Miss Rhonda made it or not, but Miss Rhonda, thank you so much for being here today. You will always be a part of Team Vance. Corey and Don Simmons, who I believe are watching from California, thank you, simply not enough. The fact is, I wouldn't be standing here today if it weren't for you and the fact you started mentoring me as a lieutenant. To Mayor Benjamin and Melody, and to all of our community leaders immediate in the surrounding area, whether you're at the state or federal level, our partners in the sky, our honorary commanders, you are the heart of what makes Eden America such an amazing place. Whether you're producing legislation that preserves our airspace, or you have local programs to support our families, you include Vance Air Force Base in everything you do. General Robinson does that from the state level, and we have a ton of folks here that do that from the local level. So thank you on behalf of the Vance families and myself. I'm honored to be part of this community. Jimmy, Shep, Ned, thank you for the continued support. I didn't use your last names on purpose. This job does not come with any more money, so I have no more money to give you on the golf course. All right, so we'll just keep things where we're at right now. But I do appreciate your support and the many roles that you guys fill supporting us here at Vance Air Force Base. So now I'd like to specifically talk to the men and women of the 71st Flying Training Wing who are represented by our formation here today. So you'll notice that there aren't many of them here today, and that's because our mission of producing the best pilots in the world never stops. Today, this world-class team will fly over 225 stories and nearly 1,000 touch-and-goes, and they'll do it through safe, effective, and disciplined flying operations. It's no small feat. So how do we do this? We surround ourselves with good people that care about the mission and they care about each other. Whether they're uniformed personnel, government civilians, or our contract partners, they put their heart, soul, and expertise in this mission every day. So to the men and women of Vance, Chris and I promise to be open, to be transparent, to treat you with dignity and respect, and to pour our heart and our soul to you and your families and this mission. Over the past 2 years, Chris and I have had the privilege of watching you navigate tragedy and celebrate victories, and we trust that you will always do the right thing. You make us Vance proud. General Wills, thank you again for this opportunity to command this talented group. Let's get to work.
Thank you, Colonel Johnson. The men and women of the 71st Flying Training Wing welcome Colonel Johnson as he assumes his new duties as Commander, 71st Flying Training Wing. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the Air Force song, followed by the departure of the official party. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's Assumption of Command ceremony. Please join us for a reception in the rear of the hangar. Thank you for attending.